Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. This is case 16. Jeremy chokes to death on Junior Mints. Oh, wait, wrong case.
Wrong case.
This is case 16, Mulholland.
Yay.
I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a role-playing game filled with cosmic horror, existential dread, and a stuck elevator filling slowly with blood. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian as Ben McKnight.
Blood isn't really that groovy.
Lupine as Rosa Garcia.
At least no one has hair in their eyes anymore and in their eyeballs. Because that was, no.
And Matt as Diego Kennedy.
A slather of sweet relief.
Slather. All right, welcome players. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
Besides
my
choking to
hands.
death on Junior Mints, perfectly fine. You know, those Junior Mints are deadly,
So-
man.
They are.
Hey, Jeremy, I heard you almost choked to death on some Junior Mints. Is this true?
It's true. It's in the Inquirer, right next to the Bat Boy.
You get you every
So-
time.
Bad boy.
Before or
I remember
after
that.
Sheep Squatch?
Sheep Squatch. I did watch a pretty good documentary last night about Bigfoot. That was pretty interesting.
No, Matt, Sheep
1975.
Squatch doesn't exist anymore because he choked to death on Junior Mints.
Yes, I ate.
Oh,
I
yeah,
ate
that's
him.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Poor Sheep Squatch.
Guys, we need to watch it because Big Junior Mints is going to track us down. So chill on the
Okay.
Junior Mints.
Chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Junior Mints
Yeah.
haven't killed anybody.
Chill with the candy coating.
Well, guys, do you remember when we were growing up and people were always telling us, "You can be anything you want to be"?
Yeah. Fucking
that?
liars.
I wanted to be a junior.
Well, that's my point. While being optimistic, it's not the most honest advice to give to kids.
No.
But having said that, if you were able to change careers to anything except your current job, regardless of your experience, education, skill level, or even physical limitations, what would that profession be and why? And I'll
Be
go
a
first.
philanthropist. Oh.
I'll go first just to start us off because you guys need a little grease on the wheels. If
Junior Mint taste tester, right?
yeah, true. If I could snap my fingers, I would be a working movie director. That shouldn't come as a shock to some of you. I've dabbled in short flicks and even one ill-fated feature film. And despite the varied quality of those efforts, I really enjoyed the creative process. It would be amazing to do that on a regular basis without concern for sleep, money, time, or strained relationships. But movie director is what I would choose if, without any education, anything, to just plug myself into something. That's what I would do. How about you guys?
I'd be a philanthropist. Help as many people as I could before I die. Huh?
Cool.
Doesn't that sound cool?
And
Yeah.
why?
To help others.
You
To better other people's
helping
lives.
people?
I love helping people.
Oh.
Well, most
Worse.
people. Most people. Not the big Junior Mint people.
Yeah.
100%, that's what I would do.
Lupine, Matt, what do you guys think?
So I was actually this for a while, but I can't be it any longer. I used to be a trail guide for trail rides. I used to lead trail rides, and physical limitations mean I can't do it anymore. But I used to. So I'd probably be like a warm-up rider, trail guide sort of thing.
That would be cool.
I
Always
mean,
out
it
in
didn't help
nature.
that the mountain unicycling community is rather small.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, and they were small and extremely litigious. I don't know why.
I have to
Horses.
go
I'm
with
talking about horses, by the way.
yeah. Oh, not unicycles.
Sorry.
I'd
Sorry,
be a
Chris
horse
Dex.
breeder.
I thought it
'cause
was
I really
bumper
like
sticks.
horses.
oh God.
I'd have to go with voiceover.
Ooh.
Like, just do professional voiceover acting for a living. Because you still get that satisfaction of being a part of the creative process, and you get to, like, see the results of your work and people can enjoy it. But since nobody ever sees your face, you don't really have to deal with all the problems that come with being like an A-list celebrity. You would really only get noticed by people that either are really big fans of yours or pay very close attention, because nobody knows you by anything but your voice.
That's cool. That'd be fun.
In a world
In a world
where Matt
actor.
is a voiceover artist.
What a
Just
world!
this
What a
shit.
world!
Chance to work on my terrible accents, because you never know.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, listeners, if you would like to drop us a letter from beyond, please visit lovecrafttapes.com anytime and fill out our contact form. We accept well-considered criticism, fawning praise, and even soliloquies from Sir Anthony Hopkins espousing the virtues of fava beans and a nice Chianti. I was hoping somebody would do that. The show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. But before we begin tonight, we need to take a quick commercial break.
Oh, man.
Let's roll some sweet D. What do you say? I got a 59. Brian got a 56. Matt.
I got a 67.
So that's going to be a Matt selling to a Brian.
Oh,
I'll go get
boy.
one. Hey, me.
Hey, you.
I don't want to be you again. Look, I'm in a hurry. What do you need?
Oh, you seem like the kind of person that's just lonely all the time, you know? You just seem like you need some companionship.
What? I don't. What are you trying to sell me?
You see, I got this new program that I'm running. It's called Hobo Under the Desk. And what you do is you adopt a homeless guy, and he just kind of lives under your desk. You just gotta like feed him and water him, eh? And then he hangs out there under your desk, and you can talk to him about your feelings, or bounce ideas off of him, or maybe make him sit there and move your mouse a little bit every now and then, so it doesn't look like you're idle on that one of them video chat platforms that they be using nowadays, eh?
Omegle?
Yeah, something like that, eh?
This might sound really weird, and I don't know how you know this, but I have a desk hobo. But he's real lonely during the
You're
day
part
when
of
I'm
the
at
pilot
work,
program.
so I could use another one, honestly.
Oh yeah, no, we got plenty of hobos waiting for desks.
I might have to get a bigger desk. Yeah, I'll take one.
Well, great. And here's a couple of pamphlets and some cards. If you want to hand them out to your fellow employees, we're always looking for new people to bring into the program. And if you know any homeless people that are looking to live under a desk, send them my way.
Well, I'll have two shortly.
All right. So, tell you what. Yeah. You see the guy right over there in the corner. He's the one. Raggedy hair, green coat. That's Billy. Hey, Billy, he's gonna be your new desk hobo. You can just take him up right with you right now.
All right, this is good. This is good indeed. Oh, he needs to get some food. Billy, let's go eat dinner, and then I'll take you home and stuff you under my desk.
Oh, Billy, don't be like that.
He talks, right?
No, that's. Yeah, no. See, you can't understand that. He's talking right now. Very well said, Billy. He's quite the philosopher. He loves pontificating on the meaning of life.
Do you by chance have a Jimmy instead? I've always wanted a Jimmy.
Hey, Billy, your name's Jimmy now.
Jimmy! All right, let's go get some dinner and go home. Hop on in.
And we're back.
Stop it, please.
If you received that product and/or service as a birthday gift, what would you give that person as a thank you?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, I don't know.
Can of
It
beans?
depends on if I'm married to them or related to them. I could disown them. That'd probably be something I could give. What would you give, Matt, if someone gave you that product and or service?
Oh, maybe just a gift card to the local Buc-ee's.
I would give them the gift of me never having to see them again.
Oh, priceless.
Well, for my part, I would open an interdimensional portal to 1994 and steal a 6-pack of Zima Gold for that person. Then we'd sit out on a patio overlooking the city at dusk, sipping the sweet nectar and watching as the stars twinkled into existence once more.
Oh.
Well said, Jimmy.
Well
Yes.
said.
That there was a real beauty, eh, Jimmy? He just always knows what to say. That's
Because I wrote it.
oh, Jimmy, keep that for the bedroom.
It
Pour one
is
out for
time, my friends,
Jimmy. It's a
to
time.
play Case 16, Tape 5. Little old Asema from Pasadena.
I'm not writing that down. Normally I write them down, but that's too long.
That's too many letters.
That's a good one, though.
Apologize.
That's a good one, though.
Write down too many letters.
Previously on the Lovecraft Tapes. Ghost stories have been told around campfires since the discovery of flame, in one form or another, as a means to ward off fear of what might be lurking at the threshold of darkness, and a way to illuminate ignorance of an uncertain future. When Harcourt's particular tale of terror begins to resonate in the real world, our investigators suspend their adolescent concerns to dig deeper into the mystery of what happened to Peter in the woods. Counselor Lem journeys a day away to bring back medical assistance, tasking Counselor Tammy with wrangling too many kids at camp, which leaves Rosa, Ben, and Diego plenty of latitude to poke around for clues behind locked doors. When the awful truth is revealed, more questions pile up, and a sense of foreboding creeps into Camp Mulholland. Lupine and Brian,
Who?
please remove your headphones. And I would appreciate it if you turn down your microphones. I will give you a thumbs up when it's safe to put them back on.
Yeah.
Make sure to turn on the volume on the front of your thing, and then I'll let you know. Okay? Diego. Even though your arm feels as though it might erupt into blisters at any moment, a strange serenity envelops you at the mere sight of Brigitte. Her long hair is the color of crimson autumn leaves. Her bright eyes are like languid sea moss stirring at the bottom of a deep lake. Her lips the shade of blushing rose petals, the corners turned up ever so slightly. As she speaks, telling you her brother Nicky is missing, you can't help but react with shock. She can talk? And Nicky is her brother? This avalanche of new information is hitting you all at once, making your brain spin in its ivory prison, even as you're trying to decipher why looking at her makes you feel simultaneously feverish and calm. Then she notices you holding the bottle of calamine lotion and also your reddening arm. Oh, are you allergic? Here, let me help you with that. I can apply it. I'm immune myself.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Yeah, I kind of grew up near woods, so it just doesn't bug me. Here, sit down on the bed here. And she takes the calamine lotion from you and kind of brushes a little close to you.
So, you said that Nicky was your brother.
Oh yeah, he's been missing most of the day. I know someone said he was down by the lake earlier, but no, we can't seem to find him. Would you be willing to help me find him?
Oh, yeah. I mean, with everything going on around here, you got to be careful,
Exactly. Oh God, thank you so much. I knew, that day when Peter was teasing me with that snake, I knew that you'd be. I just really appreciated when you stepped up and helped me out that day. Here, roll up your sleeve.
How can I say? I dealt with plenty of bullies in my day. I can't stand them.
Okay. Well, here, this is going to be feel cool. Let me know. And she puts a little bit of the calamine lotion in her palm and rubs your arm, and immediately it feels as though the heat radiating off your skin quells and becomes much cooler. Feels almost icy. Is that okay?
Oh no, that feels great. I
Okay.
don't feel like my arm's gonna burst into flames anymore.
That's good. Yeah, it's pretty common for someone of your skin type to get this sort of thing. You must be quite allergic, huh?
Yeah. Much more than an arm, and it gets really ugly really fast.
Okay. Well, this should do it. Okay. Just roll your sleeve back down, and I guess you're wearing a t-shirt, so you don't have much of a sleeve.
Yeah.
just roll that little tiny bit down. You'll be good.
Okay, there we go.
If you have a long sleeve shirt in your trunk, maybe grab that, and that'll help protect you a little bit. And we need to. Nikki, last I talked to one of the kids, and they said he was seen out back behind the bunkhouse, and I think we can just jump out the back window and go.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I've used that window.
Okay.
Has he ever done anything like this before? Just gone off on his own, not reported back?
Occasionally, yeah. He's always. He's got a problem with authority.
Oh, I get that. Trust me.
Yeah, I knew you'd understand. Well, I mean, if you wouldn't mind helping me track him down, I'd really appreciate it. I figure, there's a trail out back here, the bunkhouse. I don't know if you've seen it, but we're pretty sure that he headed off into the woods that direction.
All right. I guess I'm ready to go if you are.
Okay, let's go. And she leads you back to where the back windows are in the bunkhouse and easily slips out the window and waits for you on the other side.
One sec, real quick. All right. I'm gonna grab a piece of like paper towel from the dispenser on the wall of the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go back to my bunk and grab just a pen. And on the paper towel, I'm just gonna hastily scribble went to woods looking for Nikki, and I'm gonna put it on Rose's bunk.
Okay. And Brigitte looks at you curiously the whole time you're doing it. Not being impatient or anything, just kind of watching what you're doing.
All right, now we're good. Don't ever want to go anywhere without leaving some sort of lifeline.
Oh,
One of the
that's
first things they drill to you when you start doing serious survival training.
good idea. Good idea. I wish Nikki would have done the same, but hurry up. We can catch up with him.
All right, and I'm going to scramble out the back window.
All right. The two of you depart. Let's see if Brian notices. All right.
So you guys ready to meet my new character?
That was long.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I had to make a whole new person from scratch on the spot. It's not easy.
Oh, yeah.
All
You
right.
died again? Damn it.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, the new kid's gonna be from Minnesota.
Oh boy.
Eh?
Eh? Eh? All right.
I can see Russia from my backyard.
That's Alaska. So maybe
Way
they're
up
from Minnesota
north.
and Alaska, right?
It's all the same state.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just stretches from Minnesota to Alaska.
You've never been to Minalaska before?
Mid-Alaska. I hear they have a mall.
That's the
Just
only
one.
thing they have.
For the entirety of Minalaska, there's just one mall.
Yes, yes.
All right. Rosa.
Take your headphones off.
You stare at Peter's dead, bloodless body. Fascinated. Part of you knows you should be freaked out at the sight of a corpse, but instead, you feel a cold curiosity. Both Harcourt and Lindsay rush back out the door of the first aid shack, gagging violently.
Pansies.
Ben walks softly up behind you, and you're grateful for his familiar presence, even as you ask yourself, how did Peter actually die? The counselor said it was a snake bite, and you can see 2 puncture wounds on the swollen tongue protruding from his partially open mouth. But you're dubious. A snake? Really? Besides, you know what you saw last night. That was no snake Peter was French kissing.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
She doesn't do that normally. Okay, I'm back.
You look around and spy unfamiliar medical instruments on a tray nearby. Even though you're not well versed in using them, you know Ben is. Maybe together you could find a clue about what really killed the bully?
Hey Ben, you wanna see if we can figure out what killed him?
I think we have to.
All right,
The adults aren't going to do it.
let's do it. So, see those instruments over there? I'm gonna
Yeah, the
point.
trumpet and the guitar.
Yeah, and the tambourine. Can't forget the tambourine.
Oh, it's a snake.
So there's what? When
Yeah.
did the camp get a hurdy-gurdy? That's just weird.
The man
mean-
brought it.
Pretty fancy.
Ah.
Yeah, right? The man in pod coat. Okay, so you know how to use some of those tools, right?
Yeah, the keeper said I did.
All right. Let's, I guess, look at and see if we can find what's wrong. I'm just
Okay.
gonna look over like the outside of his body to see if I can see anything. This is out
Gotcha.
of character.
Okay, what part of the body are you going to be focusing on?
Head and neck.
Zip.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. And Ben, what are you doing?
I'm going to examine his tongue.
Okay. So the two of you sort of hone in on the tongue and the head, right? Okay. How about a medicine roll from Ben and a spot
Aw.
hidden from Rosa?
All right.
Nice. I needed a 40. I rolled a 52. That's a fail.
I got a hard success. Or
Yep.
no,
Wow.
extreme, sorry. Extreme success.
extreme.
Mountain Dew is spraying out of Rosa's
Yes.
eyes right now.
Yes.
Nice. And what did you roll?
So extreme.
So extreme. So I rolled a five. I rolled a 5 under 25.
Woo!
Okay. Ben, are you going to let that stand?
Yeah, yes. Yep. What happened is I went to reach in for the tongue. For some reason, my brain thought it would be like my tongue, a little bit wet and warm. and this was cold and clammy and dryish, and it took me aback. So I pulled back.
It wasn't pleasantly moist.
I'll get it.
Okay. So Ben is recoiling from the weird texture of the tongue. You can both plainly see that there are two puncture wounds. But other than that, you're not quite sure. Bong! What?
Sorry.
It was his tongue.
You're not
Yeah, his
quite,
tongue is strangely metallic.
You're not quite certain what could have caused it. However, Rosa leans in and looks past the tongue and spots in one of the teeth, between two teeth, looks like a piece of hair.
Ooh.
Between which teeth is it? Is it like between like molars or between like front teeth?
Exactly in the middle of the front top palate.
Okay. Like he bit someone. It looks
Yeah.
like he bit someone
It's a single hair.
because it looks like there's a hair here in his teeth. Like he bit some. I have no idea.
I take a solid swallow, and it's hard because it's all air at this point. My mouth is so dry. And I step back up, trying to find my courage. And I peer in and see if I can see what Rose is talking about.
Absolutely. And because Rosa rolled so nicely, you can tell that the hair, even without extracting it, is long and red.
Ooh.
Does it look kind of like a human hair?
Absolutely.
Oh, I gotta go back to my notes. It looks like it might be the same color hair like that Bridget has.
I thought she had dark hair.
I put red, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it's a kind of like a dark red, but it's still red.
Okay. That's like I don't know, but what kind of hairstyle does Bridget have?
Shaved.
Brigitte has a long red
Oh,
hair.
Brigitte, sorry.
Brigitte.
I just glanced at it quick. Yep, Brigitte.
So sorry, Brigitte has long.
Red hair.
Okay.
-1.
Yeah, let's look and see if we can find the missing hair, like where she's missing a hair.
Yeah, let's look at all over her whole head.
All over her, every single hair.
Well, Brigitte's the only one with long red hair here.
Okay.
So that kind of narrows it down to Brigitte. Have we
And
seen her?
he had been, like, he had been, you know, picking on her the other day.
Yeah,
So she did have, like, I guess, a reason
yeah.
to do that.
But how would she do this? I mean, what did she do? What did we? I don't understand how she could have hurt him.
Well, I don't understand how
Did she have a snake
he
and
would
like
have
shove it in his
gotten
mouth?
her hair in his mouth. Like
Right?
if she, like, let's, like, what if, just pretend,
Okay.
like, what if she was like a snake person or something?
Uh,
We've seen weird shit. And,
yeah, but a snake person?
is it any weirder than a mushroom person?
No, but can't we
Well,
just have like a normal time once?
aren't you pretending? I asked you to pretend,
I'm
right?
pretending. I'm
Okay,
pretending.
So
Keep going.
so we're
I'm
pretending.
sorry.
What if she's like a snake person and she like bit, but the top of her head wouldn't be anywhere near his mouth?
It's true.
I mean, think about it. I'm gonna go up to Ben and stand like with my mouth at the level of his mouth, just right in front of him. Like, look where the top of my head is. It's not. It's not even close to your mouth.
How long is
Yeah.
Rose's hair?
Rose's hair is.
Never cut it once.
I,
Drag it
I,
on the
I actually
ground.
do. I actually do think it's pretty long. It's like
Yeah.
shoulder blades, I think.
Oh, nice.
Sure. So, yeah, standing that close, Ben, is interesting. And you never really got that close to Rosa before. So you're looking
Ben, why are
into
you poking me?
her shit.
What do you mean? My hands are right here.
You're just noticing, for instance, like how bright her eyes are.
Yeah,
And
I must have them.
I must have them for my collection.
He takes out his spoon.
With a spoon.
But even as she's talking, and she's quite excited, you can see that
Yeah.
she is actually this sort of has excited her a bit.
Spitting at me as she's talking.
Trying to figure out what is going on, and she's like, punctuating her speech with, like, it doesn't make sense, and doing this, that, and her hair is like getting in the way of her mouth occasionally.
Yeah. I think you just nailed it, Rosa.
What?
Maybe they weren't kissing. Maybe they were fighting, and she was thrashing around. And that's how her hair went onto his face and just got stuck in his teeth.
Okay.
Maybe he was trying to get away.
Why would he be fighting, or why would she? Oh, you think he was fighting her?
Yes, fighting to get away.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, maybe she like caught him or something. Did we
Was getting
see
back
her?
at him, right?
Did we see her at the bonfire? Do you remember?
Oh boy. No, I don't remember.
Because I remember seeing Nikki very briefly, and then he like stalked off towards the woods.
Yeah, I remember you told me that because I didn't see him. I was looking up at a tree.
Yeah. Because you said that really cute opossum, right?
No, it was so cute. Okay, focus.
Okay.
We got to focus.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. We think we know who might have at least been involved. I know that was a good one. I can't ever replicate it. Who might have? So we think we know that Brigitte was at least involved, but
We don't know how.
If she did something like this and she's something other than a person, I mean, how do we handle that?
I don't even know.
I think number one is we need to let like Diego know so he can have our back too,
Yeah.
and
he
maybe
went
maybe
back
Harcourt too.
He went back to the bunkhouse,
Lather
right?
himself. Yeah, he's lathering up.
Yeah. Okay.
You've been in there too long. Get out of the bathroom. I just need some more lotion.
And I'm going to interject here and say that Rosa is still turning that theory around in her mind, turning it over in her mind, and looks back at Peter and wonders, well, if there was some sort of altercation between Peter and Brigitte, you would expect to see something, some sort of evidence beyond just a single hair
Like a struggle.
in his teeth. Maybe there's something else. And so if Rosa wanted to, I would allow her to roll medicine, which she is not adept at.
Right.
But because Ben is, and because you rolled an extreme, I will give you an advantage on that. So you essentially have two rolls if you wanted to dig deeper, but I would also need to have you describe how you're looking, and like what are you focusing on and that sort of thing.
So, like, I'm going to. Do you think it makes more sense if, like, I look at his feet and lower legs, or do you think it makes more sense if I like look at his like chest and arms?
Oh boy. Probably the chest and arms, I would think. If he was fighting, at least that's where
Yeah,
anything would show up.
we might find bruises somewhere.
Yeah, because if we see something on his legs, it could be a thorn or bushes
Yeah.
scratched him or
Okay.
anything really.
So, like, here, do you have bandage scissors over there? I'm gonna point to the tools.
Yeah. Here.
Okay. And I'm going to use them to snip down his shirt, like just down the center,
Okay.
and so I can pull it off.
I'm a little amazed at how gracefully Rosa did this. That was pretty cool.
I've been working on the animals, remember? I've been working on the farm animals.
And she just starts stabbing him. Deflate! Deflate!
Okay, now
It's deflate
Turn
game all
into-
over again.
turn into mushrooms and deflate. Yeah. Okay, so when I get after I get the shirt off, I'm just gonna look to see if I can see any like bruises or any cuts or anything.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me that medicine roll.
Okay, and you want 2 D100s and 1 D10?
Just roll it, and
Just
then you're
roll
gonna
twice.
then you're gonna roll it, and then you're going to roll a d10.
Okay.
You're gonna roll these nuts.
On D10.
So now basically you
Yeah.
need a 0 on a d10.
You
Right.
got this.
So
Yes! There's a 0
yeah.
and I see 1D, 1 0.
go ahead
This
and
is
tell
0.
us what you rolled, please.
Okay, so my first one I rolled an 85 over 7, so that's fail. Second one I rolled a 75 over 7, so that is also a fail.
So
yeah, I don't
you-
find anything.
Yep, you definitely look over his entire body, the upper part, anyways, and on his torso you find no evidence of any kind of struggle whatsoever. His skin is very pale, obviously. It's quite clear that there is no morbidity, there is no pooling or bruising of blood,
Yeah.
and he is, as Ben noticed, and you noticed, that he basically looks as if he's been drained of every single drop of blood.
Hey, Rosa, what was that story that Harcourt told us? That a boy was found with no blood and then, like, the next day he was fine?
Yeah, I thought so.
So how would, if this is a true story and it actually happened, how did the boy come back to life?
I imagine they just left him alone.
I wonder if maybe we should do some surveillance and take shifts and watch the cabin to see if he comes back.
Yeah. I mean, okay,
Because
so
it was only a day according to the story, so if it's true,
right.
he should be back tomorrow
Maybe we should go talk to Diego
or tonight, rather, right?
and we can take shifts. We can organize to take
I like it.
shifts.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go fill in Diego too. Maybe he'll have a theory on the hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sew
Yes.
that shirt back up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
It's a
like
reverse Uno card on it.
I'm assuming there's like a sheet somewhere, or we pulled back a sheet, didn't I? Pulled back a sheet. So,
Yeah, just
I think-
just assume
yeah.
that you have what you need.
Yeah.
yeah, I had a sheet, so I pulled back a sheet. So I'm just gonna put the sheet. I'm gonna like put his shirt back together and then put the sheet over the top. So hopefully no
I'm
one
gonna get a
notices.
pile of sheet and put it on there.
Yeah. I'm gonna squat on him
Oh, jeez.
and.
This'll teach you.
Big old sheet.
All right, and then I'm
Okay,
going
man.
to
Let's get out of
come
here.
out of. Did we break into the? I forgot. Did we
I
break the
forced it.
door?
I forced the lock.
Okay, so we can't really close it.
Well,
Let's
we can close the door, but the
Yeah.
lock probably doesn't work anymore,
Well-
would be my guess.
Let's close it as much as we can and
Yeah.
just kind of leave it and hope that no one asks too many questions.
Because it was the deadbolt that we were busting into.
Right.
There's nothing on the handle itself.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
All right. So the two of you exit the first aid shack, attempting to close the door as best as you can, realizing that the deadbolt is kaput.
oh, yeah, stuck.
But at least it does latch. And the handle does latch.
Good.
You also notice that Harcourt and Lindsay are no longer in sight.
They probably
Went back to the cabin, yeah.
those pansies probably went back to the bunkhouse.
They're flowers?
Yeah. It's
Maybe
1974.
flowers.
They're flower
mushrooms
children.
to flowers? Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right.
Flowers in
I
the
say
attic.
we picking them up and putting them down. Let's get to the cabin.
All right.
Quickly without running.
So I'm going to walk briskly back to the bunkhouse or whatever.
I'm like, holy crap, you invented power walking.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys walk into the bunkhouse and it's empty. No one's around except you do notice a piece of paper with a handwritten note on it.
I'm going to
lying
pick
on the
up the
bed.
paper and look at the note.
And it's
And-
clearly Diego's handwriting, as near as you can figure, from knowing him only since
Clearly.
like 2 days. It's
Right.
clearly Diego.
Clearly is.
And I'm trying to remember
He
what
signs it, Love Diego.
It says something to the effect that he. What did you say you wrote, Diego? Matt, you're muted.
Oopsies, my bad.
Yeah. What did you say you wrote on the note? Went to the
I
woods.
went to woods to find Nikki.
Okay, that's what
Oh.
That's what you see.
Okay. I guess then we should go to the woods and try to find him.
Yeah, I guess the calamine lotion worked, huh?
I hope so.
Yep.
All right,
Or
we'll
he's
leave you
out there
guys
to
there.
get more poison ivy on top of his calamine lotion.
All right, so we'll leave you guys there, and we'll pick up with Diego, who is foraging through the woods with Brigitte. And she's keeping up a pretty good pace, but, looks over her shoulders occasionally to make sure you're still, tagging along as best you can. She's actually has quite a bit of energy. And you find yourself a little sweaty because you got the long sleeve shirt and it's not exactly cool out here right now. And the foliage is pretty thick. Are you doing okay, Diego?
Yeah, I'm still going.
I think he must just be right up here. I know there's a clearing up ahead. I really appreciate you helping us. It's, he's my brother. He gets in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Do you have?
Like to visit this neck of the woods often? Is this like usually where he goes when he disappears, or?
I don't know. He's been all over ever since we got here. It's been, he's, I don't know if you probably noticed, but he's a little sweet on Rosa.
Yeah, it's not hard to notice.
I mean, she's a cute girl and everything, but he's a little scattered, I mean, my parents don't really care for that. He gets a little wild sometimes. Do you have parents?
No, I was delivered by a stork.
I know, but people get divorced and stuff. I don't.
Yeah, I have parents. They're military, both of them, actually.
Oh, is that tough on you?
I've lived in, oh God, how many now? 8 different states since I was born.
Oh my God, that must be so exciting. You get to travel everywhere?
You would think, but it gets kind of old after having to uproot and move to a new school in the middle of the school year 6 times.
But isn't it kind of fun? You get to be like a new person. You can like change your whole persona if you want to. Nobody knows who you are at the new place.
You try the first couple of times, but after a while you realize that you just don't really have the energy to keep something like that up. At some point you're going to crack, you're going to make a mistake, you're going to slip, and somebody is going to notice.
Oh God, I know that feeling so well. But your folks are still together. They're okay.
Yeah, at the moment.
My folks are inseparable. Ugh.
That's
It's kind of
that's good for
disgusting,
you.
really.
Oh yeah, no, I can't imagine that. Ugh, parents.
Yeah, they just don't know what we're all about these days. You know, it's like we want to be out there and
know.
live our own lives. Honestly, to be honest, if I could be rid of them today, I would be so much happier. They just really try to control every little aspect of my life.
Oh yeah, no, military parents. I get it. My dad's, doesn't turn off when he leaves base.
Yeah. Sometimes I just wish, we could just move away from here and be done with this stupid swampland.
I thought it was a good idea to build a camp out here anyway. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, well, it served its purpose, and it's kind of fun to meet people like you.
Oh, thanks. It's been an interesting couple of days, to say the least.
Yeah, I totally agree. This week, honestly, has been really crazy. But okay, well, it's just right up here. If you wouldn't mind, I wasn't completely honest with you. My folks are actually out here.
In the woods.
Yeah, they live in the woods. I mean, this is where we all live, honestly. Like we didn't come here the same way you did on the bus. We sort of exist here. This is our land.
Like you own it? And why'd you let him put a camp on here if it's yours?
Well, our family has been here much longer than the camp's been here.
All right.
I mean, would you like to meet my folks?
My dad told me that I wasn't allowed to start dating until after I was married.
What?
So it's
And she blushes. She's like, dating.
I appreciate you bringing me out here. It was a very nice walk in chat, but I think I don't think I'm ready for that kind of commitment yet. I'm still a kid.
Please, we still need to find Nicky. I think he might be here with mom and dad.
Well, then you can go and check. You don't need me to go talk to your folks.
I mean, please, Diego. And she reaches out and touches you. And I'm going to need you to make...
Horny roll.
Oh, no.
Roll for horny
But
on me.
sort of.
Horny jail roll.
Bonk horny jail. Okay, so
horny
I'm
jail.
actually going to roll for you.
Aha.
So
That's
He
not
always
fair.
wins.
this will be...
The house always wins.
Backpedaling as fast as you can.
Okay, so that is that skill.
Diego drops
let me
to
see
a
what
knee.
you get.
Marry me.
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Eric Driscoll just subscribed. Hello. And Diego, you feel your defenses just crumble. Any sort of concern that you've had about her strange story, she's very convincing, and her hand on your arm, the one that has the calamine lotion on it, just makes you feel suffused with warmth and confidence and trust.
You know, I was joking about making a new character earlier, but if you're really
Bye.
So please, Diego.
fine, make it quick. We'll in and out.
Okay.
You know, make sure he's okay, and then we have to get back to get look. You know that
Ooh.
what's a Tommy? No, Timmy. No, what's the name? Starts with a T. Has the hair with the counselor. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Lem? Tammy.
No, the yeah. She's already you know, looking to find me out of sorts in any way she
Oh.
can. I think she doesn't like me very much.
I wouldn't
but-
worry about that, Diego.
I mean, she chased me through the woods earlier. I got to make sure I'm back before she can blame me
Totally
for
understand. She was very
anything that
intimidating.
goes wrong. Yeah.
Well,
So
come on.
we'll in and out. We'll make it quick, okay?
Sounds good. Well, just right beyond this
So romantic.
this brush right here is the clearing, and I'm really excited for you to meet Father Mother. And
Surprise, Father Mother.
she brings you through the gap in the bushes into a
There's a
clearing.
gap out here in the bushes.
It's a
Wow.
baby.
It's a baby gap.
What's this doing out here?
So Ben and Rosa, you're looking at this strange note written quite hastily scrawled on a piece of paper towel
Skin.
and skin, yes. And yeah, so you're very curious about this.
I am using the reach.
Ooh, good call. All right.
Good call.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. I have to run to the restroom. Be right back.
More junior mints. He's got to drop some junior mints off at the pool.
Today's episode brought to you by Junior Mints. We haven't killed anybody.
Big
Don't go
mints.
looking.
Yes.
Big mint's coming for us.
Yeah.
I tried to tell him, Mr. Mint.
I mentioned to you, Matt, that you had the reach, but I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, it's not on my sheet for this character, so I assumed it was like a original three kids only
Kyle
thing.
might have had it in.
Kyle had it. I don't think Diego
Yeah.
does, because
Okay.
Well, we're about to find out if you do, family-wise.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. If I use the reach and you don't have it, does that work?
It might spark it in him, depending on what the
Yeah.
keeper says.
I mean, I can.
Ow.
Can I think of it? Right. Right. All of a sudden, he
reaching at
feels
me?
like this static electricity.
Hold on, I have to change the channel. Breaking news.
This just in. You have the reach.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool if all of a sudden it kicks in. Like you've never had to use it because you've always been alone. You've had like semi-friends, but not
Right.
pickup truck friends.
I've
Yeah,
had
that would-
trucks for friends, but you know.
I took it before you could do it. Ha ha.
Oh, you made me sad. So, anyone see any good movies lately?
Anyway, the keeper's back. Doodaloo,
All right.
doodaloo,
Good to go.
doodaloo.
Hi.
And that's
So-
why I don't travel to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we need to dig up what the reach does, unless you have that quite handy.
Well, we were just talking about that. We're not sure
We
if
were-
Diego has the reach.
Yeah.
Don't-
Oh, yeah, good point.
It's not on my character sheet,
well,
and we didn't
okay.
discuss it when I was making the character.
So we'll test it. Let's see
That's what I
if
was
he
saying.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
it just
it
switches
won't
on because he's never had
be
to
a
use it
problem
before.
even if I, you know, if I use it and it doesn't.
So do we
anything.
have the details about how it works? I have it right here actually. So
Oh,
we're,
okay, cool.
We're good.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so Rosa, you just need to go ahead and describe how you're concentrating and what you're attempting to do.
Okay, so I am hoping that this is gonna find Diego. So I'm like closing my eyes, and you can see Ben can see my whole body like tense up, and I'm thinking about Diego like as hard as I can, and I'm not thinking about any particular direction. Oh no, wait, no, you know what? I'm gonna think about the direction that no, I'm not thinking about any particular direction. I'm just thinking the woods. No, I'm sorry. I'm deciding whether Rosa would have that impulse, but I don't
Right.
think she would. So I'm thinking very hard about Diego. I'm thinking about like what I last saw him wearing. I'm thinking about the smell of the calamine lotion.
Ooh, smart.
I'm trying to think about like the sound of his voice. And
Hey.
yeah, I can hear him in my head.
The
It's
musk of his
crazy, right?
natural smell.
Right. And so I go ahead and roll reach.
60% of the time, it works every time.
All right, let's see.
There's
And
real bits of panther.
we're gonna see if it works.
It burns.
La 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 la.
Come on, reach.
And that is a success. 76
Nice.
under 80.
All right, nice and close there. So yeah, a nice regular success. This is going to get you the general sense of location and indeed woods. So that makes sense. The note said woods. So that is what you determine. And we're going to say, I actually had it in my head, this is going to be, generally speaking, of north of where you're at.
Okay. So I'm gonna sort of, I don't know if you have figured out why I do this, Kyle, but I'm gonna go that way. Or not Kyle, sorry. Ben.
I was like, Kyle.
Kyle, wait, what? Yeah. No, I'm like, Ben, let's go that
Starts
way.
pointing like a pointer dog.
And I'm like in the cabin, so it really doesn't make any sense.
Right. But
Because
I kind
like
of
we're
feel
inside.
it. I feel it.
Yeah.
I have
Because
like a
you
little
also
bit of
have the
that.
reach. Yeah.
You feel the
Yeah.
music and you.
I'm like, yeah, I think you're right. Let's go. You lead.
Do you feel the love tonight?
It's not time for a concert. Come on, Rosa. Let's go.
All right. All
Although
right.
that's not until 1994. You're a little.
Who the hell's
late.
talking? We're in the cabin alone.
It's my Facebook status
I
update.
think
Like,
we're
shit,
There it
no.
is again.
Okay.
This has been
so,
tonight's
yeah.
episode of Wait, What's That? Public Radio. Thank you for tuning in.
So, I will get there as fast as I can in that direction. Whether if there's a door that leads out that way, or if I have to go outside and run around the cabin.
So
Yeah.
it's quite clear, even because you have that piece of paper towel, the back window is open.
Oh, so they went through the back window.
They went
Yep.
that away.
Basically right next to the bathroom or between the two bathrooms.
I'm going to go through the back window. As I do, could I look at like the
There's no
like
could
the
I.
window?
There's no could I.
All right. I look at the window frame to see if anything, like, you know how when people go through windows, something rubs off their shoes sometimes or something. I want to see if anything rubbed off of anyone who came off. Right? Yeah.
Boy,
there's
undiscerning.
Not that. Right. I want to see if anything came off of the people who went through the window.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden. It's going to need to be hard.
Okay.
For the rub off.
Well,
Oh,
there you go. I rolled a hard success, 11 under 25.
All right. Yeah, so we'll say
you.
you do see a smear of calamine lotion on the windowsill.
So I do know that Diego
No,
came this way.
Totally Matt, though, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely Matt because Matt had.
And I'm following up with the bagel and putting
Yes,
the smear on.
you're pretty well convinced,
Yeah.
particularly because the calamine is not yet dried. So it is rather fresh, and you're almost certain that it was Diego.
Ben, look,
So clean and so fresh.
look. I'm gonna point to the calamine lotion. Look. The Diego went through the window.
Ooh, it's still wet. He hasn't been gone long.
Yeah,
Quick, let's
we gotta go.
go see if we can pick up
go.
his trail.
I think he might be in
To
trouble.
the Rosamobile.
I just have this
Get him,
like
go.
thought that he might be in trouble.
All right,
let's
lovely. So I
Spidey
think
sense?
at this stage, no, this is going to be a plain old track.
Nice.
Okay.
Track.
And you can
Track
each roll it. So go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that is a fail with a
Yeah.
65 over 31.
I had a 62 over 10. Roger, under.
Tune
Yeah.
in next week to meet my new character.
I 31 is a real hard push though. I
Yeah.
don't really want to do that.
No.
I feel like let's run blindly into the woods waving our arms and
General
screaming.
direction. Yeah.
Diego!
Well, but
Diego,
okay.
where are
But
you?
let's be clear. A failed roll doesn't mean you know that you failed.
Right.
Right.
A failed roll means, oh, look, Rosa says, here's a broken branch leading
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
way. He must have veered off towards the west.
Yeah.
And
All
that's
right,
exactly
so-
what happens.
Oh, wait,
Yep.
I'm following.
So
Yeah, you are
Ben-
definitely following
So
me.
Ben and Rosa follow a portion of the trail, which leads off in many different directions, that you believe that he has gone to. And
My rolls.
after about 15 minutes of following this trail, which becomes increasingly less reliable and less beaten down and less traveled, you begin to sort of circle around in a particular spot because it's pretty clear that you're kind of lost at this point.
Cool.
I'm going to need each of you to make a stealth roll, please. And you both need to succeed.
Okay.
I succeeded with
Oh,
a 60.
shit.
I need a 60 roll to 30. And whoops.
Oh, I fumble. I rolled a 96 over a 20.
That's why we both needed to succeed. He knew you had a 20.
Right.
So you both are.
Can I spend down to make that not a fumble?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because it won't matter really in the long
Yeah.
run.
Okay.
So the both of you are have reached the end of this trail, which is you realize now is probably old and hasn't been recently used, and you're wondering if you should start backtracking towards one of the other branches when you hear something lumbering around just about 40 yards behind some small pine trees.
Sheep squatch.
It's a salmon.
What do you do?
Salmon squatch.
Well,
I'm gonna, drop to my haunches, like squat down, try to get low. Gonna get low.
It's
low,
man,
low,
bear,
low,
pig.
low. Yeah. And what? Ben, what was that? Did you hear that?
I'm hiding behind a tree, but the
Like
tree's
where
real
the
small.
where the fuck did Ben go? Where the fuck did Ben go?
All you hear is, it might be an animal. I'm not sure.
I don't.
It
know.
sounds big.
Are there like bear or moose around here?
Yes, and yes. I don't think moose, but bears for sure. There's meese, but that's just a bunch of mice.
There's a large hairy game
Yeah.
in the woods.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. They got everything out here.
Yep.
Baby gap.
One-stop shopping. If it is a bear or another larger animal like a cougar or a coyote, it already knows we're
They
here.
got a bunch of old women
A
who want to date
cougar and
younger
a-
men out here.
cougar
You're
and a
hearing this
coyote.
weird voice. I don't know what it is.
A cougar and a coyote wouldn't make this much noise.
Well, then that only leaves one other animal.
The sheep squatch.
Yep. A bear. Or it could be Diego. I don't know.
Diego isn't that big.
How do you know
Let's
how big it is?
let's just sit here and like wait and see what it does.
debate it.
Yeah.
Well, if it's an animal, it knows we're here because it can smell us.
Okay, but I mean,
And
what
maybe
else
also
can we
hear
do?
you.
Yeah, because we're
It
yelling
doesn't
at
help
each other.
that you shit your pants.
Hey, Ben! What do you think we should do?
It's not really a spot to hide from a bear. I saw Cocaine Bear. I know.
Well, I don't think. Also, if it's an animal, I don't think running would make any sense. So
No.
I'm just gonna. My parents told me not to run from a bear.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna wait here
Can
and
I
see what
run from the
happens.
bear? Your parents didn't tell me.
As long as you run faster than me, yes.
Yeah, that's all I have to do to win.
Right.
Just not be the slowest runner.
And as you finish up that conversation, you see the small pines bend over slightly,
Ooh.
and then a large badger
Oh.
Badger, badger,
moves
badger, badger.
slowly
Uh-huh.
from behind the
Badger
pines.
mushroom. It's all
Just
connected.
massive. It looks about the size of a Doberman Pinscher.
Jeez.
And
Honey
it's
badger don't give a
right
fuck.
now. It has not noticed you.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it has stopped as it leaves the cover of the pines and sniffs the air.
Rosa knows that badgers have really bad eyesight, so she's just gonna stay still.
Oh, good.
Its vision is based on movement.
It is.
It is.
Bowel movements, though. It's weird.
And after a
looking around.
moment
Okay.
of standing stock still,
Yep.
the badger looks your way, blearily, its eyes watery and roomy. It looks the opposite direction of where you're standing, and then it continues on its path, lumbering slowly.
So, that was weird. I don't think badgers are supposed to be that big, Ben.
Yeah, that was really large. And I thought they were mostly nocturnal.
I thought so too.
And that's when
Sasquatch.
a hand clamps down on both of your shoulders simultaneously, and you hear Counselor Tammy say, "Well, that was close, but I think it's about time we get back to camp, huh?"
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We are so lost. We were
Oh,
trying to
man.
get back for 15
Thank you
minutes.
so much for helping us.
Have either of you seen Brigitte or Nikki or Diego?
No.
No, that's why we came out.
We're
We were
looking
trying to
for
find
them.
them.
Yeah.
You haven't seen them.
No.
No,
Okay.
that's why we were out here.
Well, we need to go back and talk a little bit with Harcourt and Lindsay. They're very upset
Okay.
about something.
What happened?
I think we should talk to them. And she begins marching you back towards the camp.
Okay, do we have to march?
100%.
Can I
Left.
trade
left.
a look with Ben? Like, I
No,
don't
no,
necessarily
no,
want to
not-
say anything.
Not can I?
I trade a look with Ben. I'm gonna look over at Ben and be like, and
And I go like this.
I go like this.
I'm like, sounds just like the badger.
Yeah. No, the badger goes like this. I don't care. Honey badger don't care.
Honey badgers don't give a fuck. See? All fucks tonight, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
fucks.
3.
Well, just one or
Look
two.
at the barren field where my fucks used to grow.
Now it's barren.
No more fucks to give.
Yeah, my fucks have come up dry.
Anywho.
Tried to go fuck shopping, but there were no fucks left to buy.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Diego,
Yeah, I'm dead, I know.
Brigitte seems to be incredibly pleased that you've agreed to meet Father, Mother, and puts her arm around your waist, which feels pretty good. And walks slowly with you, step by step, inch by, well, sorry, buddy, inch by
Hey.
inch into a
Not gonna be
clearing,
walking real
Careful.
long.
a massive clearing where the trees and saplings and shrubs and bushes have all been pressed down, so it's all flat.
Ooh.
At the edge, on the very back edge of this clearing, which is not man-made by any stretch of the imagination, there is clearly a boggy swamp.
Ooh.
Bog.
Bog.
Swamp.
Bog.
Oh, bog's a
Swamp.
funny word. And
It's a swamper.
she says, Diego, don't be shy. I'm sure you two will get along just fine. And she pushes you slightly in front of
Two?
her.
Shouldn't it be 3?
And as you watch,
Anything I should know?
something, the bog
Politics?
begins to bubble
Religion?
slightly. Big bubbles of some sort of gaseous material emerging from the thick, fetid waters, and then
Hey, that was
bursting
me
with a
after eating
loud
that
pop.
lunch.
Any bullfrogs in the area just jump away as something begins to surface from the water.
Legion of Doom.
They're like,
Legion of
hey,
Doom.
I'm cool
Legion
today.
of Doom.
Come on, Legion of
8
Doom.
Mile at the Hall of Doom.
Oh, it's a giant Darth Vader helmet.
Yes.
And
They
from
had to defeat the
the
Justice League?
Meanwhile.
from the dark waters emerges a bulbous mass approximately the size of a VW bus.
Ooh.
That's big.
Its exterior is black and leathery, yet a deep crimson beneath a thin layer of what appears to be membrane covering the body.
Insane in the membrane.
And it slowly, with a wet, sick, sucking sound, pulls itself from the mire and begins sliding and writhing in your direction.
Thank you for that demonstration, Brian.
The only thing that makes you not run away in complete terror is the comforting arm of Brigitte encircling your waist, standing just slightly behind you. And that's when you hear Nikki's voice say in your ear, "Hey man, so sorry, but Brigitte and I just need a little help with father, mother. I hope you don't mind." And you turn around and Brigitte has become Nikki. Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft Tapes.
Wow. What happened? What happened?
What happened is me making another character.
You suck at this game.
Hey, new speedrun world record, 90%. I managed to get my
Whoa.
character killed in 5 episodes. Let's go. Next case, it's going to be 3.
It's the calamine lotion, isn't it?
It's an
Holy
aphrodisiac.
crap. Wow. That was a quick one. Holy
by
caroli.
design.
Yeah, that's
No
awesome.
more 2.5-hour episodes.
Yeah, that's great.
We were due anyways.
Why do you like to kill me
Yeah.
so much? Can't you kill somebody else for a change?
Well, it always comes down to
You're
rolls.
not dead
Did
yet.
you notice that? Yeah, right. It always comes down to rolls.
Not
If
necessarily.
we would have rolled
yes.
well, we would have tracked and found you. Not that we would be able
Right.
to help, but at least we would all been together.
Right.
A quick moment of silence for Diego.
I knew him once. For about 2 days.
If you're not busy living, you might as well get busy dying.
Damn right.
All right, well, guys, now it's time for some hashtag recommendos where we share some of our geeky obsessions. Please roll the Hondo.
Roll it. 13.
23.
I always forget, is the high better or low better?
97.
I goes first, so,
So that would be me.
that would be a
probably.
Lupine is going to go first, followed by Matt, me, and Brian. So start us off,
Okay.
Lupine.
So, today I have a video game. I know, I'm sorry, I'm stepping on your toes, Matt. But
That's fine.
you're about to be dead anyway. So, so I have a game called Wall World. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. It's a pretty simple game. It's a roguelite, so you go into it expecting to die, much like Matt makes his characters, and you the idea is that it's another one of those post-apocalyptic things that I love so much. And so all the humans have been driven up into the clouds, and so they have cities in the clouds. And you are never actually in the clouds. What you are doing is you're on the wall, because there's a wall underneath these cities that sort of like protects everyone from these dangerous mutant creatures and robotic creatures, and just they sort of don't even really describe how exactly these things came to be. It doesn't matter that much because they're just things that can hurt you and you have to shoot them. And so you crawl up and down the side of the wall in it's called a spider, a mechanical spider, and it's like a little craft that you're in, and it has 4 legs, so I don't know why they call it a spider, but it has 4 legs, and you crawl up and down the wall, and you find an area where there's a weak point in the wall, and the spider then like uses its like tunneling equipment to tunnel into the wall, and then you go in with your it's a little bit like sonic screwdriver, your like sonic drill, and you can clear away certain sections of the wall. And so it ends up being a 2D side scroller because you can, platformer, because you can jump and move around inside. And so there's these set areas that you can clear out because certain rock is mineable and certain rock is not. And there's resources in some of them, and you can find different places. And I am playing, perhaps it's because I'm playing on one of the harder difficulties, but it's really friggin' hard. But I keep going back. And like every roguelite, there are things that you can get that last from run to run. So you can upgrade the spider. And the way they get past the whole like you fail thing and start again is that when these things that are, or these creatures or whatever they are that are trying to shoot you finally do make your spider blow up, you are ejected. It shows you ejecting out of the spider and going back, and presumably back to wherever you got the spider in the first place to get another one. And so it's just, and you can find power-ups, and you can find buffs for your ship, and you can find buffs for yourself, and you can spend those resources that you find on buffs again for your ship or yourself. And those are all run to run, and then there's of course the ones that you can buy that last through all the runs. And it's just it's just really fun, and it's very I don't know if it's because I often play uh you know lots of like looter shooters, but it's very meditative
Oh, nice.
because it's very simple. There's not much to do. Again, it doesn't really tell you even why you're there. I sort of have this amorphous of idea of why I'm there and what I'm fighting, but so you just move the spider up and down the wall to find weak points, and you can find places to tunnel in and create mines and find fun new stuff. And yeah, so that's Wall World. It's it's on Steam. I actually have not checked how much it is on Steam. I think it's like 15.
Does it save your like if you get ejected and like you get killed or whatever, but you get ejected? Does it save your progress or do you start over?
No.
Okay.
You
Okay. Cool.
Yep, you start over.
I was just curious.
So with a new spider, no like improvements on the
Right.
spider, no improvements on
No holes that you already
your suit
started
or
digging
anything.
in. You're starting
Right.
at a new part of the
Right.
wall. Okay.
You're starting in a brand new part of the wall.
Okay.
Because presumably this wall is almost infinite in
Right.
both directions. So, and if sometimes you climb through, it's cool because you can climb up and down and you climb through weather. And so, like, you'll go out to the spider and see that it's raining or snowing and it's hitting the outside of the spider, but it's not hitting the inside. And one of the big things of the game is time management and sort of like movement speed management, because you have to manage how long you can spend in the mine and how fast you could come back out of the mine to fight whatever it is. Because they give you a little drone, and I don't know if in higher levels the drone actually does stuff,
Oh,
but the drone is pretty useless
sounds
at
great.
the level that I'm at. So you really just need to be there when you're being attacked, and
Okay.
they'll come at certain intervals, and it'll tell you, it'll ring a little bell, a little alarm, and
Cool.
yeah. So it's just really fun, and like I said, really meditative, and very simple, very much kind of old school 2D platformer game. So
Nice.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lupine. I know that's on my wish list as well, so I'll check it out one of these days.
Sure.
Appreciate that recommendo. And Matt, you are up next.
Ooh, okay. I'm also going to recommend a video game that is also, I guess you could put it in the roguelite category. Because I'm going to recommend a game called Deathloop. It's from Arcane Studios. You play a guy named Colt, and you wake up on this mysterious island. You don't know really who you are or where you came from or why you're there. But you very quickly learn that you are basically trapped on this island, which is the headquarters of a big corporation, and you are stuck because the whole island is caught in a repeating time loop. And it seems that every time you die, the day resets and everybody goes back to the beginning. So the whole gist of the game is you're playing as Colt. You're investigating different areas of the island. You're learning about the secrets behind the corporation. You're learning about the people that run it. And at the same time trying to uncover why this island, or how this island is stuck the way it is, and how to undo it because you want out. And the game very quickly turns into this game of, I'm going to try this, and you go a different way and you get killed, but you learn a little something. And then you go back the next time and you use that knowledge to get a little bit further. As you're going on, you eventually end up meeting your rival, a woman named Juliana, whose sole purpose it is to kill you repeatedly so you can never finish your mission. And one of the neat little things about this game is you can choose to let Juliana be controlled by other players. So if you want a little more of a challenge, you can feel free to open your game up and other people will jump in at random intervals and try and hunt you down and kill you. If you're not a fan of that, you can let the AI handle it, but it's a little more entertaining when you have another player on the other end. Yeah, it's a really interesting time travel story, and it quickly turns into this game of, the more you play, you realize, first thing I have to go here and do this, and then I have to make it over here and do this, and then I need to do this. and it becomes this environmental puzzle of how do I stick all of these pieces together in the right order and the right time to do it all in one go. Otherwise, the whole machine resets. It's really immersive and intricate. There's a lot of like environmental interaction, a lot of ways you can take care of people. You don't just have to shoot them. You end up with gadgets and stuff that you can use to help along the way. You'll learn new, tricks and gadgets and some powers, and eventually you retain the ability to keep a couple of things with you to make it a little easier as you go on. But it's a really interesting game, and it really does a good job at making you sit and assess your environment. And the overall puzzle of the game is really, really well done, and it's a lot of fun to try and unravel.
And I'll toss in there as an addition, it is an incredibly funny game.
Yes.
The humor is off the hook.
For sure.
And there's lots of swearing.
Yeah. They say heck a lot.
So, by the way, I looked up Wall World real quick. It's $7 on Steam, which is actually really good. But there is also a bundle and they're only showing me my price for the bundle, of course, because I already have Wall World. My price is $3.98, but I think the price is like 5 something. So actually, it's a better deal to just buy the bundle.
Oh,
Nice. Okay. Good. All right. Well, thank you, Matt, for that. And I'm up next, guys. So I'm going to let you know that obviously anybody who knows me knows that my love of genre movies runs deep. I like horror first and foremost, sci-fi, thriller, and just bonkers action exploitation flicks. And as many of you already know and are probably sick of hearing me blab on about, I am head over heels for Shudder, the premier streaming service for all things ooky and spooky. However, not long ago, I stumbled across a limited time offer that I could not resist. 99 cents a month for 3 months for a service called Screambox. I already knew about this streaming platform and honestly dismissed it because it looked so similar to Shudder. But once I browsed a bit, I really began to admire its library of films and partnerships with such luminaries as Vinegar Syndrome, AGFA, that's the American Genre Film Archive, and Severin. Heck, there's even a McGarris Selects option. So, section, I should say. Sure, Shudder still has some movies from these publishers as well, but there was enough of a gap when I compared the two services to Screambox. I thought I could at least use 3 months to catch up on any blind spots. So, if you're seeking a fresh collection of genre films and TV shows, check out Screambox.
Sweet.
Ran across a couple of things I've never heard about, and have been catching up on a regular basis here. So, a lot of fun. All right, Brian, why don't you close this out?
I'm going to recommend Screambox. No. I was in the market for a new keyboard. The keyboard I got about 2 years ago, the enter key started to stick, and it would not let me remove the cap. When I finally got it off, it actually broke. So, doing a little bit of light research, didn't have a lot of money to spend. I came across probably the worst name for a keyboard that I've ever heard, minus the ones that are, generated. But this company has a great reputation, great customer service according to all of their customers, and the build quality is beyond what I expected for the price. Let's see if I can pronounce it. It's a Red Dragon. It's supposed to be like Red Dragon, but that's only one D. So it's either Reed Dragon or Red Dragon. The name
Red
gets
rum.
me every time, right? But you know what? It's an aluminum keyboard, LED, wireless or wired. It's got some unique controls on it, so you have like the wheel, so you can scroll with it. Is that you have? Yes. I got this version.
Nice.
It's so nice. Holy cow, it's good quality. Quite impressed. So I like the keyboard so much, I actually got the wireless mouse to go with it, which is, it feels so good in your hand. It's the ergonomics are perfect, and it has
Oh my.
instead of the 5 button, it's actually got a 6 button. It's got a thumb button at the very tip of it, which is nice. So very
the
impressed
tip?
with the company. Yeah, but just the tip. Keyboard was only like $60 for a wireless keyboard, USB-C, rechargeable. Or you can run it obviously with the cable, which I do for this just in case. But yeah, really, really impressed with this company. So I highly recommend Redragon or Red Dragon or Red Dragon.
Can I ask a real quick question?
Sure.
How clicky is it?
I opted for the non-loud version, so I don't sound like Matt when I'm typing. But here, I'll give you a.
Okay.
It's not cherry.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's brown. I think it might just be a. What is that? Membrane. It might be a membrane
Oh
version
yeah.
that I got. So, but I like it. I like it.
If everybody can't tell that you're typing when you're typing, it's not a keyboard.
Oh, what is it? Exactly.
I don't know.
Red Dragon. Check them out. They do have some really nice ones that have. They've got like a 60%, and then you can get. They've got a couple versions where you can get the blue or the cherry. They have a couple different models where you can get the brown. They give you the options right in, and no price difference, which is cool. So, but I did get extra keycaps with this, so there might be something under there. I don't know. I haven't pulled it yet.
Yeah.
Came with a
Awesome.
puller and extra keycaps and a couple extra. So I'm sure it's not a membrane keyboard. It's just quiet. I've never heard one so quiet. So
Yeah.
Cool.
I like.
All right. Thanks, Bri. I can co-sign on that puppy.
Yep.
But guys, this is going to be it for the episode of the Lovecraft Tapes this week. Thank you for listening.
Oh man.
Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, visit lovecrafttapes.com for up-to-date information about our podcast and subscribe to our live streams at twitch.tv/lovecrafttapes or youtube.com/lovecrafttapes. You can chat with me in real time at discord.lovecrafttapes.com.
And I am once again coming to you for new character ideas. Hit me up on Mastodon or Blue Sky at The Real Weird Kid.
Yar. And I really hope it's not mushrooms again. I just really
Anything but mushrooms, man.
anything but mushrooms.
Come on now.
Like parasites, germoid cysts, anything. I like, but yeah.
And you can reach me at Blue Sky at Real Weird Kid.
What?
2.
Oh yeah.
XXX.
Go to my link tree. Because I have one of those. I have a link tree. Linktree/Loop and Vendetta, all one word.
I have a cup and string, so if you can find the other end, we're chatting.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually how we do these calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have.
That's how we do duty calls.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Not
When
Call of
duty
Duty,
calls.
That's different.
Gotta go.
It's the lesser known cousin of Call of Duty.
Yes.
When that calls, you got to crouch in front of a badger.
Duty
Yeah.
calls.
A giant badger. That's important.
It is importante.
Until next time, roll for membrane.
Oh.